Do you think men and women could be friends?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think men and women can be friends because if you're a man with any kind of testosterone level, I don't understand why you'd want to even be friends with a woman. Because your friends are supposed to have utility. Like my friends are useful. They can do things with me or for me. Yeah. And my women who I'm with romantically are useful. They can do things with me or for me. But what utility is a female friend? She can't fight. She's not going to protect me on the street if we're walking down the street. She has no business ideas. She has nothing. She's going to expect me to pay for it.
Yeah.
If something happens, I have to protect her. I've asked this before and they go, well, I can give advice. Any dude taking advice from a fucking chick who he ain't even banging needs to himself. Just commit suicide. Get it over with. If you go to a female for advice and you're not even having sex with her at least, and you're going to listen to anything she says, just blow your brains out. Your life's over. So there's no advice. They have no utility. They have nothing to give you. So why would you be friends with a woman when you're giving it all and receiving nothing back? There has to be a value exchange. So I don't see why men and women should be friends. Women are getting attention and validation from this man who they clearly know wants to be more than friends.
Yeah, it's also silly because a guy would never approach a woman and be like, I think we'd be good friends. Like they're approaching women because they find them attractive.
I'm going to use that line. It'd be funny.
It's true.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, what guy goes, oh, that chick looks like she'd be a really good friend to me? Not one. I don't know one dude ever that is like, I think we'd be good friends.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing's ridiculous. And women who say, oh, he's just my friend. He doesn't like me. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. They just love the little satellites in case something doesn't work out over here.
Look, women need constant and endless validation. We all need constant and endless validation, but men seek validation because of our competence or our capability. We want to be respected because of our power, whether physical, financial, whatever. We want validation too, but women only want validation for how they look. That's what they want. So if they can get as much free validation as possible without having to give the pussy out, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the basic exchange, right? Men give attention to get sex and women give sex to get attention. That's how it used to work. I'm going to give this man sex so that he's interested in me. And we used to give her attention so we can get the sex. That's how it worked.
Yeah.
But now women can get attention without giving the sex via social media and these other things. And that's why their egos are through the roof. I've seen these average ass mid talk about what they deserve in a man. And I am flabbergasted. I am just like, what planet are you on? And the funny thing is they never get it, right? The girls who sit on these podcasts and they're like, I'm a 9. She's a 6. I want a man who makes $1 million a year and he better be nice to me. And then she leaves the podcast and goes to some broke dude who gives her half a bag of weed and they're all over the place. I mean, these girls are retards. They don't even stick to their own stupid, unrealistic crap. If they said this shit on the podcast and at least tried to adhere to it, I'd actually respect them more.
Yeah, there's that one girl who's like talks about empowering women and she's like a side chick to some married guy.
Sadia Khan. Yeah.
So interesting.
I know her quite well, so I have to be careful.
Okay,
I have to be careful what I say.
Sorry.
No. I'm just saying I have something to say, but I'm probably not going to say it. But
fair.
But yeah, these girls, they have these unrealistic expectations and then they just go and completely break it. But the fact they even have the gall to say these things publicly is truly remarkable to me. But that's just because of the amount of attention and validation they're constantly getting online, the amount of swipes and matches they constantly and endlessly get, the options they all have. Plus the algorithm is psyoping them into believing that that's the right thing to say. Women always adhere to the group consensus. Plus they see some other who's a 6 getting a whole bunch of roses in Dubai from some fat old dude who has too much money, so they believe they can pull it off. Yeah. And all this psyop is just constantly in their ear. And the man they would have married only a generation ago who works in the factory down the road doesn't stand a chance with them. Yeah. Or the man who's her own age, who she went to school with, who she would have had sex with a generation ago, or perhaps married as a high school sweetheart, he stands no chance. Instead, she's sitting there trying to get a billionaire. And if she can't get a billionaire to be excited, then she goes, well, I can't find a man with money to excite me. The next exciting thing is danger. Let me just go over to Compton and bend over for Tyrone and get pounded by him. At least this is exciting because that guy down the road in the factory ain't exciting. I need dopamine. I'm addicted to TikTok. I don't want to have it. It's a mess, bro.
It's cooked.
We're cooked, bro. It's like the whole world's over. All the traditional social contract of woman meets dude and they live in a small town and they have a nice little family and buy a nice little house is completely gone. Yeah. And you know, we talked about being famous at 20 and how that would suck. I think being 20 now would suck full stop. I remember being 20 and the girls who were 20, I could actually bang. Like now, how the f are you going to do that? Because the 20 and 21-year-olds are in Dubai on boats. And so I don't, they're in my penthouse, bro. I'm like, how old are you? 22. I'm like, you're 22. Where are you from? Lithuania. I'm like, your parents, when did you fly to Dubai? You're from Lithuania. You're 22.
Yeah.
When did your parents let you go? I'm 22. What do you mean, parents? I'm like, parents. What do you mean? What do I mean? You're a kid. What the you doing here? Like, it's crazy. Like, and they're just, I'm like, the 22-year-old Lithuanian making $200 a month. What hope does he have? Like,
Yeah.
it's over. It's so cooked. Everything is so now globalized, especially the dating market. And these women are just, there's like 4 cities, LA, Miami, Dubai. There's like 4 cities on the earth with all the world's pussy. And they're all there just like, give me money, give me money, give me money. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know how anything functions anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to end up. But it's certainly being pushed and perpetrated by the Matrix because it results in less and less kids.
Yeah, it's the sad part of it.
That's the super sad part. And not many people are real enough to do what me and Tristan do, which is just impregnate a whole bunch of women.